All right, welcome to the 81 podcast. It's your host, Oscar Lee. I'm joined today by we can say former collegiate, right? Or semi-professional?
Both.
Both
We can do
collegiate,
both.
yeah, but both. Former collegiate, semi-professional football player, and now current rapper. But is it Justin J. Molly or Justin Bashan?
Justin J. Malley, actually.
Justin J. Malley. All right, Justin, how you doing today, brother?
Hey man, I'm good, man. I just fresh off work. Soon popped up into the podcast. I'm fresh off. Finally, I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah, no, and today. This episode's gonna be Martin Luther King Day, but we're starting this episode off kind of with you because you're new to the show. Every other co-host on this episode will be returning. So,
Okay.
talk to me about kind of your background. Talk to me about kind of what inspired you to play football, then obviously transition into your current career in rapping.
Uh, well, I was always an athlete as a kid. I was really a baseball player actually.
Right.
I played baseball all 4 years of high school. Then I went on. Also played football, but football was just kind of better for me, even though baseball was kind of my first love though. And yeah, I don't know, man. It was just something about football though. It's kind of something about like catching the ball and running routes and making people miss, and that's kind of my thing. So went on, kind of had some downfalls and some trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? That caused me to not have a great collegiate career like I wanted. I ended up I had some injuries too. Went on to play semi-pro, won a championship in 2019 with the Texas Colts. Did that, and then found myself rapping. I just a year ago this month I started rapping.
1 year anniversary,
Um,
baby. We up
I
in there,
know.
baby. All right.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I always kind of wanted to try it, but I never really I was always doing other stuff because I used to do comedy in between
Right.
rapping and when I was playing football as well. So I kind of did that. I mean, I'm kind of jack of all trades. I did a lot.
Yeah.
So I was kind of doing that. Then I stopped doing that. And but I'm a funny person, but being funny was kind of just too easy for me. I felt like, so I just kind of wanted a new challenge, I guess. And
Right.
then I had another partner. We were supposed to rap together back in 2015. I was 21 in 2015. Yeah, it was kind of supposed to do something then, but he had ended up moving to LA. And then last year is when he passed away. He died suddenly. I know, RIP to him. Yeah, so I kind of like picked up where he left off. It kind of made me think about it, and so I kind of just like, man, I'm gonna do it.
Right. So kind of obviously with that, kind of now it's been this month is your 1 year anniversary of starting rapping, right?
Yes, sir.
So talk to me about kind of, what kind of your experience, right? Obviously, kind
Uh-huh.
of breaking in and also kind of, I know that you're getting some streams, right? So kind of talk to me
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of slow. Well, I don't. Let me just start from the top, I guess. Well, I want to say I'm not getting the full experience that I could be getting, due to the pandemic starting last year in March.
Right.
So, I started rapping in January. I dropped my first song in April. So I don't know if you want to say I started rapping in April or May, or in January, but I started in January, dropped my first song in April. But with the pandemic going on, it was hard to kind of book a show because they weren't doing shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, everybody's kind of on lockdown. And so now like people are doing, they're creeping back into like doing shows. So I'm gonna start doing some. I'm already working on my sophomore mixtape, Wild Boy, out now on all platforms. That's WYLD boy, BOY. Yeah, but as far as like breaking in, I'm learning as I go. I've took a few L's when it comes to rapping. I've had a few dubs. Like I work with Lil Flip, um, H Town legend. I'm working on another feature that I'm getting from somebody else that's out in H Town that's very popular and known. Um, Yeah, man, I got some stuff coming, man. I'm really, it's going a little slow, but like I say, I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning quick too.
So kind of talk to me about who you compare your artist, your style to. Which rapper would you compare yourself to?
It's funny. I don't know, man. I really don't really try to do that because I really don't really be thinking like who I could compare myself to.
Right.
Because like what I be talking about in my music, like even though I'm not gonna say like me and so doesn't talk about the same things, but I feel like Wild Boy, the title of it speaks for itself. I kind of say like what somebody has told me though. I'll describe what it is. Somebody has told me it's like bars and it sounds funny and it's crazy. Like it's good content. It's wild, but it has bars and and it's quality and people laugh at it too.
Right. And I think kind of, with that, I mean, you pretty much kind of address all styles I guess your demographic. I mean, it appeals to multiple demographics, right? It's not just aimed at one type of demographic because, like you
Yeah.
said, the contrast in styles based on kind of what the song is, what the mixtape is, what the single is, what the feature is, it'll vary, right? I mean, you might do one for the hood, you might do one for the suburban folks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Because I have like, because you gotta have that. You gotta have like, okay, like these are the songs. Like I might have like, I don't want to like, yeah, I want to be like, yeah, my content is like wow, but I don't want to do that for every single song. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like then it'll kind of like die out. They'll be like, I don't want to hear it. So I'll have like songs, my hit songs, my regular, like the regular rap hit songs. You know what I'm saying? And then like I have my, if I don't, if the whole song isn't wild, I'll at least have maybe like one wild bar, because that's my name. But I don't want to make every single song just wild and just outlandish. You know what I'm saying? I feel like then
100%.
I'll be forcing it.
Right. Right. Looks like our fellow co-host for today, my college teammate Hashim Houston, has joined the show. So, Hashim, we're just introducing the newest member,
What's
of
up,
the ML
everyone?
podcast, Justin. Justin
Hey, what's
Justin
going on,
Jamali.
man?
Hey, I didn't want to interject or anything. I was just listening to him talk, so I'm excited.
100%, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, kind of, so Hashim, Justin's actually a rapper, and I mean, Justin, am I okay to drop the number of streams you've got? Because I saw that. So am I able to drop that on the podcast, or do you want me to keep that on the low?
Uh, so you can go ahead and do what you do.
23,200 streams on Justin's Spotify.
Oh
I,
shit.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I
and
definitely came too late to hear all that.
yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying?
said that again?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
good.
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Doing pretty all right, I mean, and the biggest thing is I'm noticing is that
Yeah.
you're maintaining a humble mindset, and I think that's key. Obviously, like you're not, you're basically, obviously you're still, I mean, you're a little seasoned. You've been in it for a year, but you're basically giving your mindset is basically okay until you actually reach a certain plateau. Even though you've kind of already reached a plateau, you're not gonna try to overly promote yourself in a certain kind of
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Or
It
I guess
sounds like
overly
you
hype.
got
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounds like you got it. His head's in the right place. I heard as much as him doing not comparing himself to anybody else, but staying true to him and his art. So that's always going to go far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Especially
Like
that.
I really try not to listen to a lot of rap right now because sometimes like I'll start. I really don't want to sound like nobody. So sometimes you'll catch yourself
Right.
doing that. Like you'll catch yourself like kind of like using a flow, even though everybody pretty much all uses kind of the same flows. But that's just how I
Right.
stay. Like you said, I try to stay true to myself. I don't try to listen too much to like a lot of new music because I don't want to steal nobody's idea. Because sometimes like
Right.
you might hear something and you might forget like where you heard it, and then like you just think of it in your head, not remembering where you heard it, and you put that in the song, and then be like, oh, but he stole this from Lil Durk or something like that. And you be like, dang, I forgot he sure
Right.
did have a line like that. So
Right.
I try to yeah, so I try to really like not to really listen to too much, like at least these days. At least that's
I heard
just what
that.
I guess.
100%.
What's good, fellas? My bad for joining the call late. I had to charge my phone.
Are you all right, bro?
Hey,
What's the deal, fellas? What's good,
look who we got on here.
Yes, sir. It's
The
all
one and
family.
only.
We basically got 2 Cali boys, myself and Hashim, and 2 H-Town products, Justin J. Malley and Pablo Allah, aka Brandon Pablo Jackson, man. It's lit. It's up in the, yeah, we're waiting for our 5th co-host who's going to be joining in a bit, but I guess we can go ahead and get started. I mean, with the Martin Luther King Day special. Obviously, this episode is dedicated to Martin Luther King Day, but we're going to talk about, obviously what we saw over the weekend and, in the NFL playoffs. So, but I mean, pretty much kind of, I mean, if we want to start around, kind of round table, everyone can kind of give, kind of what Martin Luther King Jr. and what MLK Day means to you individually. Either as a player, as an athlete, or kind of or just as a man. Whoever wants to go first.
Well, shit, I'll go first since I just got here. But
yeah.
Well, shit, what pretty much what MLK means to me, just as a person and what he stood for, it's kind of what pretty much what's going on right now. Like trying to get everybody to be on one accord, every race, not just one, to look at everybody as equal and not try to put somebody above the next and just, try to take away some of the negativity that's going on, because there's going to always be something going on, whether it's from your same race or it's from another race. But if we can just get as many people as possible to just be unified and on one accord, a lot of shit could go a lot better. But I mean, that's kind of what I take from it, to be honest with you.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, my
go,
bad.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, like kind of what Pablo said. The same stuff he was preaching back then, it still has to be preached today, because he wanted change. He wanted everybody to be equal and seen as basically seen as one, and we still fighting for that. We still fighting for, Black people are still fighting for equality. And for me, it's kind of crazy to me that we still haven't, some people say that we're making progress, and I don't know. I really don't see it. I feel like it really hasn't really made much progress. Now, we got phones now, social media, everybody posting video. It's a new video almost every week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I want to say, I feel like we need more people like him. I feel like we need more Black activists and Black leaders who can push what he was trying to push way back then. Like, I feel like we don't really have that now. I feel like everything is marketed. Everything's about money.
Yeah, I was just about to say, most people do it just for clout, to try to build up a
clout.
brand.
Exactly. It's like clout now. So it's like, it don't even seem real. You know what I'm saying? Like, even sometimes
you can't take anybody seriously anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he right, because it be sometimes I see a dude post a video or somebody do something, I'd be like, damn, he right. And then he'll start going viral, start getting shared, and then like not even a month later, he's steady doing it, and you like, is this shit genuine? Like,
yeah,
you start listening to his
message. I don't do those homeless, giving people money and videotaping and all that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I can't do it.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah,
I hate it a lot, man.
I can't rock with that. But like I said, at the end of the day, you still gonna have negativity. Like, the world wouldn't be the world. Right. Like, there's always like both ends of everything. That's the yin and yang. But it's people out here that actually like, they rock with everybody, but they just in an environment or they're around a bunch of people to where they can't express their true self. They can't be themselves because they got so many of their friends and families. That's another way. And they feel like they got to cater to that or make them feel good, because in their own personal little circle, they don't want to be looked down upon, when it's like, that shit whack.
Right. And then just to get back on Justin's point about, leadership, especially in the Black community, the way I took MLK Day and what it means to me as a man, athlete, and what have you, because in sports, we all have one common goal, right? To win the championship, win games, be successful with each other. But we all have to understand that goal to get to where we start to where we finish. So from like that perspective and MLK, when, I get it, we don't have like a whole lot of activists that we can actually get behind at this point in time. But, it's from MLK, from Malcolm X, from Marcus Garvey, all these great men that came and passed, they laid down the foundations for, men like us, to lead the next charge. Well, we don't need one person to heed that message. I think it's more about, whether, coming down the line, whether it's time for us to make that change, it's like we're going to lay down this foundation for you. Here's the plants to the garden, here's the dirt to the garden. It's up to y'all to plant it and tend to it. So I get your point, Justin. Well, where it's like we need more people that are like MLK, but we could be those people, I'm saying. So,
and yeah, we could, but the only thing I'll just say about that is just, yes, we could be those people, but kids, when they saw Martin Luther King, everybody, all the kids back then, they saw it, on that platform, and then that's how they end up getting behind it. We don't have that for them too.
Right.
Yes, it could be
Absolutely.
us, but people, like what Pablo said, when clout comes behind somebody, people want to listen when it's clout, when people got clout.
Right, absolutely.
If I tell somebody that's right next to me, like, hey, such and such this, such and such that, they might not listen. But if I tell them what Pablo say the same thing, and he got 40,000 followers, what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't even thinking that.
He said it. Oh, he on that. Oh, damn.
Right.
I can tell you that another week. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when everybody became vegan because of Nipsey. That's just it's facts. So when Nipsey Hussle, became a vegan and plant-based and living the alkaline life, he inspired a lot of people from those areas to be like, hey, you know what? This food is not good for me. It's, as much as I thought it was. Let me go ahead and change the way I think, how I eat, and blah blah. So I get what you're saying when it comes with clout and it comes with like somebody who's credible. It's game over from there.
And the messed up thing about it, everybody kind of live in the moment now. Like nothing is like truly like genuine and like, like, okay, for instance, with Steven Jackson got all the credit in the world. Everybody was rocking with him when the George Floyd situation first happened. But now he's still pushing the same agenda, but it's not cool for people no more. So they're not even They don't even care about it no more.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So it's even crazy, even when people get clout off certain stuff, but that shit only lasts for like 2 weeks, damn near a month. If they feel as if they can't benefit from it, or if it ain't a lifestyle that they can get with in a certain way, they're not rocking with it.
It's always move on to the next thing. Whatever the next thing is, your time up. Okay. Oh, well, George Floyd. Okay. Well, what's next?
Yeah.
That's sad, man, but it's true.
Yeah. Swear.
I honestly could talk about this the whole episode, unless you guys want to talk about playoffs, because this to me is so important, man. Because 45 still can't get out of the office. He's planning his exit for the inauguration. I think he's gonna be the first president to not attend an inauguration. After leaving. So, but I mean, we don't need to get to we don't need to cross those wires. But I mean, it's just, I think it's an important point. I think Pablo, you touched on this. Obviously all minorities, and all races. If you can't appreciate what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did, then you really need to ask yourself where where are your morals and where's your mind at? Where's your heart at?
And like, what's your true problem? Like for people that that don't get it, I'll be understanding like, okay, if you don't understand, if you don't agree, what's your problem with it? Like, what's your true problem? Like, if you can understand your true like main problem, because people be like, oh, okay, they don't matter, all of us matter. And then it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. But in the sense of why we trying to get you to understand this, you will break it down, and then they'll be like, okay, but still, what you mean, but still?
Like, they don't want it to be equal. They don't want, long as minorities, let's do it. Minorities, long as we're minorities, they don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest with you, I don't even believe that we minority.
We may not
keep it politically. Minority means power, so not population. It's about power. So
yeah, that too. Because I was about to say, if you want to keep it a buck, look at Houston alone, bro. Look at how many inner cities we got. Look how many hoods we got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Filled with Black and Mexican people.
Right.
We got like suburbs, but they not as big and not as, widespread as our inner cities.
Right.
So how the hell are we the minority?
Right. So like so yeah, I get that point, because minority is supposed to be, majority and minority is not necessarily based on population. Is based on, influence, power, whatever you mean. So majority, especially when we talk about a global minority, we definitely are not minorities. Black people
at all
are not. That's mainly, when it comes to majorities, that's us, Asians, and that's it. The only two groups of people on this planet Earth that have over 1 billion. So, with that being said, when it comes to non-melanated people, well, we'll just say that they globally they're in the minority, but then somehow they have their hands on almost every corner of the planet, where they can make the rules and bend it to how they'd like it, to where they're, as far as power goes, majority instead of
because it's passed down from their families since the start
Yep.
of time. It's been passed down, and we
like just imagine how hard all four of us have to work. Just as soon as we got out of high school, we still could have went to college and graduated college, and look how hard we still had to work to even maintain a normal lifestyle.
We had
like a majority of us can't live. We can live with our mama, but that's not going. It's not going. Most of them can go live with their parents, go live off their parents, and make $80,000 a year right out of college.
Right.
Like that shit is just different. And like you say, it ain't even about the numbers. It's about the power that they hold.
Absolutely.
And then honestly, in a way, people say we can change the power and we can get it, but it's kind of hard when they control like banks and governments and like shit like that. So we can get into what we control our little ends and our little neighborhoods and stuff. But at the end of the day, problems just gonna get worse and worse the better we do come. And that's kind of the fucked up part.
I get it.
You got to work twice as hard just to get half of what they got.
It's what they say. It's all about ownership with us. That's the thing we just got to preach to our to our kids, and actually like build those foundations ourselves.
Building a foundation, exactly, yeah. Because that's kind of my goal, like in life. Like if I can leave something for my kids and they kids possibly, then shit, I'm on a good start and lead at work ethic with my kids. Then shit, we can start us some generational wealth around this.
Yeah, I remember I watched this Breakfast Club interview. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all really should watch it, because it was I watched this interview maybe like, I don't know, probably like 4 years ago. Dame Dash, everybody know who Dame Dash is, I assume. It was really like it was really a good interview. I want to say it's the first one. He has two. I really don't want to make one like that, but the first one, it usually has the dates on it, so you'll be able to see. But I remember he said something in the interview, and it's always stuck with me since then. He was like, "I hustle for my last name, not my first."
Yeah.
He was like, when I can't hustle for me, when I got kids and family, I got to set the foundation right now for my family so they can be bosses, so they can pass, so we can have something with our last name, so we can pass it down, like how the white folks, they do it. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. It always stuck. That little sentence right there always stuck with me.
Yeah, no, that's a profound one, man.
Yeah, sir. And then on top of that, like, even if I can't reach that while I'm doing what I'm doing, like, I at least want my kids to not experience what I had to experience. Absolutely. Like, I at least want them to have what I didn't have. Because I'm not saying I just struggled growing up, but still, with what I had, I know I can give them 10 times as much as what I had. So Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's all on us. Like, as men, we got to get out and get it, and we got to do what we got to do.
Absolutely. I fully agree.
And then that's another thing that killed me, when you see dudes out here that's like not on their job, not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but then got the nerve to like want to speak out on shit and want to, try to have their opinion on shit. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, not knocking them, but it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I feel
you 100% on that, Pablo. You know who I'm talking about when we talk about that shit. Yeah. So
like, come on, bro. Like, but man, like, back to the MLK thing, bro. Like, when it comes to equality, it's different, because at the end of the day, everybody kind of want to be like at the top. Nobody is just okay with settling with being, the guy that got a you know, talk to the next guy or be behind this guy. Everybody want to be the man up in front when it's like, just play your part. Like, it ain't always for everybody to be the head guy.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's like kind of like that with music. Like, I've joined music collectives, I've done music with people, all kind of shit, but everybody that you want to deal with want to be the man.
Bro, literally right now, bro. I got a little situation. I'm trying to get one of my friends, one of my partners. I'm trying to get a feature from him, right? So, it's funny you said this. I guess he kind of popping on TikTok. So I don't know. I don't want to say that that's what's, I guess he kind of feeling himself. I don't even want to say that, but it's my song. I sent him the track. He recorded over it. He sent it back to me. So I asked him, I said, okay, well, have your engineer send your vocals back, since I heard it, send your actual vocals back and your stems so I can get it
mix it and shit. Yeah.
So he was like, I want my engineer, I want to keep my mix. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, and I'm confused because he been doing music longer than me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you mean? Do you wanted to keep the mix? That's not how it go. Because he told me, he was like, mine's already mixed. So I'm like, okay, well, if yours is already mixed, send back the vocals so we can clean it up. If yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have a song.
See how he probably looking at it, he probably feeling as if, oh, my shit good. Like, it's perfect. Like, it ain't
exactly.
I don't want nobody to touch it. Like, leave it like that type shit.
But
if that's the case, then just don't get on the song, bro.
Exactly. Like, and that's just not how it works. Like, that's just not how it go, bro. And
man, I got one even worse, bro. I was in a collective. I don't know if you remember, probably about like a year ago. Remember, I was with the little group or whatever. So
what's it called?
Tree Life.
I think I remember seeing something like that.
So I was in the group or whatever, and some funny shit happened. But while I was in the group, you remember I dropped my tape last year. So while I'm dropping my tape, bro, not one person in the group reposted my shit.
Reposted, promoted.
Like, no, nothing. I legit had to get in the group chat like 3 days before my tape dropped and was like, hey, yo, can y'all go repost my shit? Like, if you look at any other groups, bro, if a nigga dropping a tape, that's everybody profile picture.
Yeah.
They sharing their
it's supposed
story.
to be automatic.
Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Like, we in a group. Like, we all this supposed to be automatic type shit. So some shit came around with money shit. So I ended up just leaving. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go by myself type shit. So get back on my shit. I'm starting to drop songs and shit. I hit, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, I got a song. I want you to hop on the song. Woo, woo, bro. Say, oh, after this little deal with Empire, I'm charging now. I'm like, bro, we was just in a whole fucking group together, my nigga. Like, we done did show. I put you on shit that you had no idea about. Nigga, I put you on radio interviews to where you done picked up a manager, a sponsorship deal, all kind of shit. And I just want you to give me a verse and you finna charge me for a verse? Like, come on, kid. Like, I was like, nah, y'all got it, bro. And then even on top of that, like,
forgot where they came from type stuff.
Yeah, like, you got videographers, like, engineers, all kind of niggas that they'll hear your shit and they be like, oh yeah, I want to work with you. Then you'll be trying to set shit up and then they be bullshitting, or with the video dudes, the niggas either come with some ridiculous ass price or just be bullshitting. And every time I come across somebody, like, they just bullshit. So with the music shit, it's just like, man, like, I want to get back to where I'm doing everything on my own again. And I ain't got to look to ask for nobody to, and I be paying for this shit. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, like, it's like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like, you be like, you willingly be trying to pay.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah, I don't want nothing for free. Like, I be trying to pay. Like, this shit be crazy, but
that's why I'm not musically inclined like that. That's why I can't. I mean, not that I'm musical anyway, but shit, that sounds stressful.
It is, bro. It is, because, like, for me, for instance, like, I got a life to take care of. Like, I got a kid, house, all this shit to, like, take care of. So I can't be just throwing money at the studio every week, paying for a $300 video type shit, like, when I got other shit to maintain. Like,
right.
So for me, that shit gets stressful after a while.
And like certain things like that, like how you brought up the video, ridiculous prices. You know, like you said, like, you living life. I know, you know, the videographer, he got to eat too. You know what I'm saying? I had this one videographer, and I know him. He was my partner. And Pablo, you probably know him too. I ain't gonna say his name. Probably link you when we get off of the podcast. But I've been knowing him for a while, so he do good quality content. You know what I'm saying? So he told me, he was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll give you a discount. You know, I've been knowing you. This is why I don't like doing a lot of business with friends, stuff like this."
Yeah, no.
So, you know, he do a video for me. He did one of my videos for me. Cool. It looked good. It looked nice. So he did another video for me, right? So he wanted to buy a new camera. You know, he asked me if I could put money into it. Cause you know, he was like, you put money into it, I'll do you like 2 videos for free, whatever. I was like, cool. I was like, just let me know. Didn't give him no round, no, none of the well, I gotta see. Nah, just let me know whenever you about to buy the camera, however much you need, I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, you know, he'll hit me up. Hey, you still gonna send me the money whenever it's time for the camera? Hey, let me know whenever you about to buy the camera, I'm gonna send you the money. So he let me know. He's like, hey, I'm about to buy the camera, bro. Let me just get $250. Check your cash out. Right there. Right then and there. Boom. Check your cash out. Okay. He shot a video. I did with Flip. So after that, whenever the video was done, he hits me up, right? On Thursday. So he was like, hey, video done. Come get it later. I said, okay, bet. So I go, well, actually, he was like, hold on, let me back up a little bit. So Thursday, he hits me up, hey, the video done. So I'm waiting all day for him to tell me like when I can come get the video. But I see him out. He go to the strip club. He out to eat. And I'm like, yo, communication is bad. Like, if you're gonna be doing all of this, like, at least keep me up to date. At least tell me like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get you the video today. What about tomorrow?
So the niggas be having dates and shit, all kind of shit.
The next day, luckily, I was off. But what if I wasn't off? You know what I'm saying? So I texted him. I was like, hey, bro, you got to let me know. Like, let me know something because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be stopping what I'm doing just to come to you on your time. You got to be mindful of other people's time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just, because what if I had something else I needed to do today? Or what if something happened suddenly? You don't know. At least tell me something.
Yeah.
So he get mad and he like, bro, you know I be busy, bro. You know I got a lot on my plate. I'm like, bro, we all do, bro. This life. You know what I'm saying? So, and what really made me mad about it was, you know, he'll try to put a dent in your pocket when he don't have a car. I gotta go pick him up to come shoot it. You know, you make all this money, but you're not buying a car. You buying belts and shoes and shit like that. So I'm like, where's your priority?
Me up to try to help him buy a camera and shit though.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You over here want to charge niggas an arm and a leg, but you're not even putting that money to good use. You buying shoes and belts and outfits and then going to the strip club to throw the money. So I'm like, what am I?
Yeah, I feel that. Especially if you bugging me about helping you buy a camera and you doing all this shit, and then when I shoot the shit, you bullshitting.
Then I gotta hassle you to come off it.
Right.
Nah, I got a dude like that too. Like, he was in the collective with us, and he was the videographer of the collective. And after the shit, he was actually the one that helped me realize about the money and shit. So afterwards, we were still rocking. Bro, I used to help this dude with skits and shit. Then he got me flipping in the dirt, all kind of like weird random shit. But then when I come down to like my music, I hit him like, hey, bro, you trying to shoot? I got the bread, woo, woo, woo. I know the location, blah, blah, blah. Bro, literally never responds. We'll hit you back like a month later on some random shit. I'll respond, we'll have like a 4-text conversation, then boom, he back ghost. I hit him, hey, boom, you trying to do a video? Nothing. But then the fucked up part, what I don't like about niggas is, if I see you on Instagram posting shit,
bro,
and then I message you, and you don't even look at, like, I know you get the shit, so you'll probably look at
they see that shit.
And then you steady posting every day in your story. It's like, all right, bet.
Bro, that's like me, bro. Ali got me on Facebook. I don't know why we wasn't Facebook friends still today. I don't know why that was.
Did you make a new page?
Huh?
Did you make a new page?
Oh no, I do have 2 pages. If you probably got that other one, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Why. But yeah, that's like if Ali, you know, like today, if I'm I told Ali, yeah, I'm gonna be on the show today, but I post every day. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I don't tell him like, oh, I just won't be on today for whatever reason, but I'm posting. He saw me post earlier today. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting, and then he hit me up, and then I just don't say nothing. But then I go make another post. He's like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person bro. I don't care if you if I ask you some shit, I don't give a damn if you can't do it. Just let me know that you can't do the shit. I don't give a fuck what the reason is. If you just tell me I don't want to fucking do it, cool. But don't just leave me high and dry, because that make I ain't one of them people that scream anxiety and shit, but that'll make my anxiety go up. Now you tweaking, you know what I'm saying? Then you start thinking shit. You be like, God damn, maybe he didn't see it, or maybe he, you know what I'm saying? You be like, shit,
man, don't fuck with a nigga.
Message back. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, shit.
I feel you. But yeah, I deal with that shit, and I be like, man, I don't know, bro. Like that shit just whack to me, bro. Like you say, just tell me no, bro. Like,
yeah, just tell me no. Just say no. No. Then I got
another partner that you probably know. Like you said, I ain't gonna name him, but it's crazy because, bro, before bro started doing his music shit, bro would hit me up, rock with me type shit. Then when he started doing his shit, I'm reposting his shit. We did a song together. This is when shit got weird. We do a song together, and then a little afterwards, bro joined this like little collective shit. Now he popping. He got a little record company, like he didn't join now type shit. So bro was like on some like he wanted to do a video for the song type shit. The song we got. So I'm like, bet, cool. I'll pay for the shit. I come up with half. Like woo woo woo. Bro was like, oh, my money not good right now, but woo. I was like, bro, fuck that. I'll pay for the video. Just find the dude. Let me know the time. We good type shit. So he was like, all right, bet. So I hit him. He was such and such and such and such coming up with excuses. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Then I look up, this nigga done shot a hole in the video. They got a video, dude, that's in they like little record label shit. So I'm like, bro, I'll pay him to do the video, bro. Like, if you want to do the video, like, let's just do the video, my nigga. Like, what's the point of you sitting here like beating around the bush, but yet you doing everything? Like, you steady dropping videos, you steady doing this. You like, come on, bro. But when you was down, before you got to where you was now, I was fucking with you. Like, I was sharing your shit. I'm like, hey, you want to do this song together? You want to do this? Like you say, hey, I had a radio interview, brought the nigga with me to the radio interview for no reason, just because, like, I know you trying to rap and shit, like, but now that you didn't start doing your shit, it's like, oh, I ain't really worried about that nigga right now.
Yeah, it be like that, bro. Even with the comedy. I remember I did with another comedian. I ain't gonna say his name, but I know you know who this is. I ain't gonna say no names. I had blew up first. You know, if you ever go back to some of my social media stuff, whenever I did some videos, I'm getting 13 million views, 15 million views, 7 million views, bro. And I blew up first. And so me blowing up first, I even went to him and I'm like, bro, let's get you on. Like, I told him what to do. I'm like, bro, you got to put your shit on Facebook, bro. That's what's hidden right now. I don't know if y'all remember like in Facebook, whenever people was making putting the black screen with the caption, then the video be next to it.
Yeah.
I kind of took advantage of that and I started blowing up. So my other partner, he was making skits too. So I say, man, bro, post it on Facebook, bro, and see what it do. He's like, Facebook? I remember this conversation like yesterday. Facebook? I was like, bro, post it on Facebook. I'm telling you, it's Facebook hot right now with the video stuff. So he posted one on Facebook, it didn't really go. Posted another one, didn't kind of go. He posted another one, it went up. It went up like midway. It went up like maybe like a couple K. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 250K or something like that. I'm like, see, I'm like, hey, bro, like post another one, whoop, so you can keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to be coming to your page and seeing who you are. You know what I'm saying? So when you post another video, they be like, oh, he is funny, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to put you in my videos too.
Yeah.
So it can get up there. So I end up falling off on some life stuff, some personal shit. You know what I'm saying? And he kept going. And of course he kept going. He elevated and went up and all of this and that. So whenever I kind of got back on my skit stuff, I'm trying to hit him up. I'm like, yo, like, let's do a skit. I got an idea for a skit. Like, basically, like the same thing you would do when y'all regular.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I got this idea for a skit. You know what I'm saying? Then it was like, oh, well, you're going to have to come to me. And, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I know your schedule. Like, I know what your schedule like, bro. Like, stop playing. Like, I know your kid come on the weekends. I'm hitting you up on Tuesday. Like, I know what it is, bro. Like, stop playing. But you know me, I'm you know, probably, you know, I'm pretty sure from hearing you talk, I know you the same way too. You're not finna press nobody about
at all.
You know, okay, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to rock, then we ain't got to do that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like how you was basically, you want the same love back. Like, nah, like when I was blowing up, I was trying to show you love. I'm the one going at you. Like, hey, you should do this though. You know, because this is how you do your stuff. You should do this. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
I done put niggas on so much shit. Bro, you remember niggas was on SoundCloud at first.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas, bro, I told niggas about how to get their shit on Apple, Spotify, all that. Then put niggas on shows, radio interviews, all kind of shit, bro. But like you say, once them niggas get up, they get to acting weird. And niggas like that, bro, once you do that shit to me once, bro, I just don't ask you for shit else. Like, straight up, like.
That's the type of dudes I just say yeah to. When he asks me a question, I just say yeah. Hey, bro, I need a yeah.
You feel
me? Yeah. That's it. I don't say nothing to them. They just get a yeah from me. Hey, bro, what you on this weekend? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah. It'd be like that though.
Yeah, man. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. You wasn't. I don't think you was on when I said it, but you know, like I told Ali, you know, I was like, I only been rapping for a year, and I learned a lot. Like I learned a lot how it go, and you know what I'm saying. Like,
and am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Once you learn how the game go, the shit make you kind of step back and be like, all right, do I really want to do this shit?
Yeah, bro. I be like, God. I be like, damn, like. You know what I'm saying?
On the outside looking in, when you see a nigga get on or you see a nigga get to doing this thing, the shit look easy. Like the shit looks manageable. Like it's just stress free. Bro, I'm here to tell you that shit is not, my boy.
But somebody else said, like with YouTube, I'm not sure if y'all know who Hot Damn My Rock is.
Oh yeah.
So you familiar with this? I remember he used to psych himself out. You know, with the YouTube, he used to go crazy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he'll be like, you know, he's doing this so much, it's his life. And, you know, he said, you know, I got to remind myself to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it take a toll on you. Like, you know, like, do you really want this? I remember he said one time, he was like, at the end of a video, he was like, just remember, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain spot, when you really get up and when you do that, you can't ever go back.
Yeah.
Never go back to being
he changed stuff up quick.
That's true. That is too true.
You can't ever go back.
And that's fucked up, like you say that, because like even when I was doing my shit and people started fucking with me, it got to the point to where you couldn't be a regular person. And I used to have to tell my gal that, like, she wanted me to still handle my Instagram and social media as like a regular person. And I was like, I can't do that right now. Like, I got people expecting certain shit and people I'm trying to get to a certain point. So I got to display a certain, like, I can't be a family man when I'm trying to be a rapper. Like, I can have an Instagram for that, but
like if I like I say, you just got me on Facebook. Ali, like I really keep saying him because he's been having me. I don't know. I think we've been friends for maybe like a year or two. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I can never get on Facebook and post a personal problem.
Yeah. Never. I try and then
with the way I am on Facebook, but this is me in real. You know me. Yeah. It's the way I am in real life, but I can never post a personal problem. Just
people not gonna take it serious.
Oh no, that and they gonna fire back at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They gonna fire right back at me. They're like, oh, but ain't you the nigga who such and such and such?
Kind of like today, the post that you posted today, bro. I wanted to come in and get on her ass so bad, bro.
Exactly. Okay, you see how I responded to her? I can never get on there and say some sad ass shit.
Yeah. Facts. That's too true.
Like, oh, I got in the wreck today. Somebody gonna be like, that's karma, nigga. Like
you should have been driving in something. You right. You're right.
About whoop whoop the other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Never, like even when whenever I like I said when I was like blowing up back then, and so like something had happened and I was like got real sad, like I was like sad, I was kind of posting some sad shit, but it kind of made me realize like I kind of got a taste of that you can't go back shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was posting some sad shit. People was like, man, nigga, fuck that shit. Nigga, where the funny shit at? Somebody I didn't know in the comments like said that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, we not here for that shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
And that's why I say it goes back to
make us laugh.
It go back to what I say.
Yeah, make a nigga be funny. Nigga, fuck that, nigga.
That's why I say people expect something from you. So when they see something different, they like, I don't want to see this. What this nigga on? I don't want to see that shit.
Hey, he's a person? Nah.
Bro, celebrities really have it hard, bro. Like I be seeing, like I be like, damn, fam. Like of course, like sometimes we all fall victim to the shit. Like we'll be like, we'll be like, oh, but they was just. But sometimes we gotta remember, like they got feelings too. Like people be like, man, you got all this money and give a fuck what a motherfucker think. Okay, yeah, we say.
I know they got it bad because, like you say, bro, I can remember damn near every day somebody would hit me and be like, hey, bro, can you do this song for me? Hey, bro, a studio? I like just always asking for something. And it's like,
it's on a smaller scale. And like I say,
smallest.
Back then, for me, I used to have people hitting me up, like just sending me random messages. I remember this one guy told me, he was like, man, bro, it'd be good and some bad. I remember one guy was like, bro, I would just skim through your whole page, bro, and like I've been going through a tough ass time, bro, and like your videos really made me like really happy, bro. Just living life and just just appreciate life type shit. You fuck with those messages, then I got people who be like, bitch, your shit suck. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, fuck this video. You know what I'm saying? They be like, boy, this shit wasn't funny, nigga. Like a whole bunch of racist shit. I had a couple racist ones, but just something on a scale like that. And then think about a celebrity, bro, getting every single day you being talked about, bro. I don't give a fuck how thick you think your skin is, dog. If you got somebody, bro, I can't, bro. I don't give a fuck. Me, I ain't gonna lie. My skin is thick, but it's thin at the same time. Like if me and you going back and forth on Facebook or something, I'ma think about that shit all day, dog. I swear to God, I'm gonna be like, I can't. If me and you arguing and somebody say something and I reply last, I'm literally waiting on you to reply. I'm like, man, when he gonna reply, fool? Man, hey, come on. Hey man, I'm telling you, if I think of some shit, I'm gonna wait till he reply so I can say this. I can't wait till if you don't reply, I'll be like, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna keep this over here though. I'm gonna keep this. I'll write something in my note. I'm gonna keep this in my note just in case. I swear, bro. I swear. I'm telling you.
That's too funny. I'm kind of the same way too. Like, especially if it's like long and drawn out. Like, especially in the middle of the shit, you just like, this bitch got me fucked up. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. They got me fucked up.
Like I'll troll sometimes in like an NFL underneath the NFL post. You know what I'm saying? I'll find myself going to troll. I'll be seeing it. Bro, I want to say like in 2019 when the Astros was in the World Series, bro. I'm talking about I'm top troll every time they post something. I'm arguing, going back and forth, arguing. I was like my posts and comment it ain't gotten 1,000 likes and then 500 comments. Bro, I'm commenting right back. I mean, I'm replying to everybody. I don't care. Everybody getting this work. Everybody.
Hey, I'm feeling the hat, Ali.
I appreciate it, baby. You know what time it is. Hey, no, you feeling this too?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is, baby. See that's part of why I wore that. But man, we got two up for one time, baby.
Don't fuck with that.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, baby. I mean, the Lakers, but I mean, it's an important point, you know what I'm saying? Because like social media creates a false perception. It creates a false perception of kind of, to Justin's point, like we are, and kind of to you, Justin, also to your point. I mean, and Pablo, I agree with you too. It's like sometimes, I think, and this, Pablo, because you see me post this shit. When a motherfucker says some shit about me, I come for them, you know,
Yeah,
either
he
on my
do.
status or whatever, because I'm not taking that shit lying down, bro. Like, I mean,
recently, I think.
yeah, you seen, yeah, everyone's seen that shit. Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
I don't know.
Like,
I didn't know what
told
happened. I was probably doing something, but I saw you say something.
Yeah.
I had
You
to
know,
tell
man.
him, I was like, bro, I told you, bro. Like, don't even worry about that shit. Like, just let that shit be. Like,
Yeah. Because
that
like
shit was fun.
they're kind of to your point, Justin. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers gonna keep going. You know what I mean? I mean, they are there to get under your skin. You know what I'm saying? It's almost just like if we want to talk about football, rapping, or any type of career pursuit that you pursue. It's the same exact concept, bro. There's gonna be motherfuckers gonna try to drag you down, knock you down, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. And for me, I tune that shit out. I tune that shit out. You know what I mean? And the way I do it is I just delete motherfuckers now. I don't even go back and
Oh
forth.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And then like back to what you were saying when Chick was like, if you don't like what I'm saying, delete me.
I'm like, no, bitch, you gonna delete yourself.
You delete yourself, bitch. Like,
I made a post. It'd be so funny, like when I think of when like somebody say some shit, and I'd be like, I didn't make a post about that. So Ali, what he said, he just delete motherfuckers. I had said, I don't even like to delete people. I like to, if I don't want you on my shit, I'm gonna see something that you don't like on your shit, and I'm gonna start talking about that shit. I'm gonna make you want to delete me, because I don't like giving motherfuckers the satisfaction that, oh, I deleted them, and then they be like, oh yeah, nigga, he deleted me, his mad ass. Nah, bitch, you gonna delete me.
me.
You know what I'm saying? And Ali, what I'm about to say again, I don't know if you had saw that one post. I think you did. When I said, why every time every time I get into an argument with somebody, the first thing they want to say is like, oh, your music trash or something like that. And then I was like, okay, well, you know, because me, I personally, that's personal for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, a lot of rappers, they'll try to be like, they'll try to take the humble route. You know, they'll just kind of accept it. You know, they don't think that their music is trash, but they'll just be like, man, just wait till I get on or something like that. Hell nah, me, because I said on the post, I was like, I'm talking about dead family members. I'm talking about something in your personal life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it might sound bad, but I'm like, bro, nah, like, you said that to, like, attack me and, like, hurt my feelings. So I'm gonna hurt
I'm the same way. If you fuck with me, I'm gonna hit the worst way possible.
I'm gonna hit below the belt. Like, that's what I'm gonna do, because that's what you trying to do to me. Oh, my music trash? Okay.
Like,
all right,
that's cute.
Yeah, that's a bet. Yo, kid ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going for jugular. Like, I'm going for jugular, bro.
Shit.
We'll be on camera.
I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna take it wherever you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, say it if you want to. You get mad, okay, I'm mad too. Now what? Now then, you know, hey, look. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better listen to my music. You better listen to my music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and it'd be crazy because, like, I don't even be tripping on that. Like, you gonna feel how you feel, my nigga. Like,
yeah,
you make a song.
I do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying too. I'm not really like, because they don't know. You know, they ain't listening to your music to really say, but it's just a popular thing to say.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If you say, you know, you see it every once in a while on your timeline, they be like, y'all need to tell y'all friend they can't rap. I be like, bro, just let people do what they want to do.
Exactly, like, facts. I don't give a fuck if my nigga dog shit trash. I'm not gonna be like, bro, that's garbage.
At least out in the open, I wouldn't, you know. Now if he has my opinion,
nah, the thing I do is
to go like
ways
that.
to make it better.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'd rather help you with your shit than just to flat out be like, nah, bro, that ain't.
Yeah, like,
I'd rather be like, hey, you might want to such and such right here. You might want to something right here. Especially niggas who don't go to the studio. Like, I got homeboys who still record off their phone. Go to Band Lab and record off their phone, and they'll send me something, and I'll be like, the idea of it sound good, but let's go to the studio, bro. Like,
yeah, you gotta do that, yeah.
Yeah, like, we can't. I'm not doing nothing for no phone, my G. Like, I swear to God, my gal right here should tell you. I was at my homeboy house the other day. But I kid you not. He pull up in his car, so I get in the back seat. I spit a verse for him. This boy say, "You got some iPhone headphones?" I say, "No, why?" He said, "We can record it right now." I say, "What?" That boy said, "We can record it right now, right here in the car." I said, "Oh nah, bro, I'm good. We gotta go to the studio, bro." Like,
bro, we gotta go to the studio, bro. Like me, I'm not a bullshit. I'm telling you, I'm not a man, bro. I'm big on quality, bro. Like, I'm not finna, my videos not finna be bullshit. my music not trying to sound bullshit like what the guy I told you about. He sent me back his verse, and like his quality is straight, but it just needs to be. He said it's already mixed, and I'm like,
where this?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, and then like I guess his reverb is really up, so it's like really louder than mine. So I'm like, bro, you can't possibly think I'm gonna put this out. And whenever it's my verse, then yours just bump up real damn loud.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, we gotta mix it, bro. We gotta make it seem like we recorded this at the same time, bro. That's what it's supposed to sound like. We recorded it at the same place, same time. It's supposed to be on the same frequency.
100%.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, the expectation is that when you're trying to put out your product, whether it's music, whether it's a podcast, right? You want to make sure you put out the best product possible. You don't want to be in your car just like this, spitting bars, and then trying to put that shit out there.
Man, absolutely not. But I'd never talk to him again, Pablo. You better than me.
Yeah. Hey, Pablo, you on mute, bro?
You on mute?
You been talking on mute, bro.
Damn. I about to say that's the homie I grew up with, so I don't even be taking that shit serious. He's one of the people that see I'm on and want to like just try to do some shit too, which is cool. But nah, my boy, you got to go about that shit the right way. I'm not.
Yeah, definitely got to go about the right way. Ain't no shortcuts.
100%. So yeah, we pretty much spent the first hour kind of just freeballing. Now I think we're gonna talk some NFL now for weekend, right? Because then we saw some shit. Alrighty. So Hashim, you've just been chilling there, right? So we're gonna start off. Our predictions last week. What were we? We predicted the Bills. So you picked the Ravens.
I picked the Ravens.
I picked the Bills. So and then the fucking who's the game on Saturday? The morning game.
It was LA.
LA, yeah. And I picked Green Bay. Or did I pick LA? I picked Green Bay, right?
Yeah, we both picked them.
Yeah, we both picked Green Bay. Yeah, and then who we pick Sunday? We picked Kansas City. Yeah.
Yeah, so we picked Kansas City. And the score was off, but whatever. It didn't matter. They won.
Yeah, and then New Orleans. So what does that make us? We're 3-1 or 2-2?
2-2.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Fucking man, motherfucker. 2 minutes ahead, bro. All right, let's talk about the fucking weekend divisional playoffs, man. So with the first game, bro. I mean, what y'all think about kind of the Rams Packers game? You know what I mean? Because I mean the Rams kind of hung in there, but the Packers, when they wanted to. I mean, they basically got open lanes, the receivers, kind of, I guess Valdez, Scantling, Lazard, right? Them boys was getting open.
Like, that's open. I was like, what the
honestly, that's my pick to win the championship, the Packers.
I can't wait till we get there. Ali, you've been seeing that. We're going to get to there.
Yeah.
Bro, I said this. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be forgetting if I say, bro, I swear to God, it's like teams forget how to play football when they play Brady, Rodgers, now Pat Mahomes. It's like, bro, it be the smallest shit. It be like, line up in the neutrals on the fraction. Oh boy, ain't in his whole career, he probably didn't play 9 years, ain't never lined up in neutrals. I be like, bro, like, how do y'all forget how to play this game?
I'm not gonna say they forget when they play Rodgers, because it's not like he's been to multiple Super Bowls anyway. But
Aaron Donald, he committing penalties, and I'm like, bro.
He don't, but I'm just saying he was hurt,
Yeah, that too, yeah.
I knew, but clearly, I'm going off of Jared Goff, so I'm like, Aaron Rodgers is better than Jared Goff. Aaron Rodgers is at home. It's Lambeau. They're gonna win. Period. Jalen Ramsey could do what he wants, which I said that he was gonna hold Adams to 60 yards or something like that.
Adams right here,
and then. I mean, shit. It all came down to execution, which the Rams did not do at all. They kept turning over the ball. We know that Sean McVay's pissed off at Jared Goff. So
yeah, Jared Goff just ain't bad, but he just ain't good. Like
he ain't great. We'll just put it out.
You out there with a broke finger too, so that don't make it no better.
Credit for that. He out there with a broke thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's basically kind of like subpar. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the type of guy that you want to trust your team with, even though they kind of already have.
Yeah, I know
it's fucked up to say, but the Rams got about like another 3 years before they finna have to fuck around and flip that bitch.
Oh yeah. No, it's
they ain't gonna have no money in a little while. They paying all these people. They have to make some trades.
They got about 3 good years left, if that.
And to that point, obviously, 3 good years left, and the franchise kind of trusting the keys of Jared Goff. I mean, I'm surprised Sean McVay hasn't tried to look for like a new option, because obviously up here in San Francisco, right? Shane, we can talk about this, but Jimmy G. Yeah, go ahead.
You're right.
Well, they already paid him. That's why they didn't have to find a trade partner.
Right.
McVay will be gone before Goff will.
If anything, McVay's not going to look for an upgrade like right now. It's not like it's been a trend of bad years with Jared Goff. Last year was his worst, because Todd Gurley was, a shell of himself. Then you have this year where Jared Goff was okay. Then he kind of tailed off. Then you're like, oh, like you could probably give it one more year.
I swear I said Rams are a weird team. They lose to the Jets.
I saw that.
then they go beat Seattle. And I'm like,
the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They didn't have Cup though, right?
No. Yeah, no, they didn't have Cooper Cup.
Yeah, so I mean, Garrett Goff couldn't have some excuses, if he wanted to. You know what? We ain't had Cup. Another weapon, dangerous piece to this offense.
Like you said, broke his thumb, and then he's probably not supposed to be out there anyway, but he's still better than what they got right now.
Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be, because old boy was the starter, and then he ended up getting hurt. Yeah, they almost killed him. He left on a stretcher.
Yeah, it wasn't John Wolford.
Yeah, they almost killed him.
That, and if you were being honest, that boy was actually playing better than Goff was in the first playoff game against Seattle. I mean,
I missed like the first couple minutes, so I literally, when I cut on the TV to watch it, he was getting out of there.
Yeah, no, he was dealing a little bit. So he was. Yeah, I mean, the more important thing is he was running around when the play broke down. So, and then that's what got him hurt.
Oh yeah.
So I get some numbers on the day. Jared Goff finished 21-27 for 174 yards and a touchdown. Cam Akers, that boy, 18 carries, 90 yards, 5 yards per carry, 1 touchdown.
Hey, boy, there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, is he a rookie or is he a second-year player?
Rookie.
Oh yeah, no, the offensive rookie of the year is going to go to Herbert, but Cam Akers definitely has an argument. You know what I'm
saying? Justin Jefferson first. I'll go Herbert and Jefferson, and then anybody else we could debate.
I really feel like Jefferson should get it.
Yeah, but Jefferson ain't gonna get it. He's not gonna get it because they're gonna give it to Herbert because the award's been so QB centric.
Yeah, so it's only one. I thought they give it for both conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so they do it like offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year. I think now. Yeah.
I still give it to Jefferson.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would say we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Like, Justin Jefferson, just by the raw numbers alone and who he passed up.
I don't want it for Herbert because he got goose egged.
But
he said he got goose egged.
Yeah, he ain't put up no points against the Patriots. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. But like I'm just saying, like 31 touchdowns as a rookie quarterback, that's still pretty crazy to think about.
Crazy, but
I personally would give it to Justin Jefferson. In reality, Justin Herbert's gonna win it.
Yeah, I hate that about the league. I hate this. Everything's quarterback. Who's gonna be the MVP here? Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes. Like, goddamn, it need to be harder for these quarterbacks to fucking win the bro. Like, we see this shit every year. Like, it's not that impressive no more that these niggas throw 45 touchdowns. It's
right.
Like shit. They need to throw 50 now.
Yeah, facts.
Right, if you throw 50, you're winning the MVP.
Yeah, because Derrick Henry just ran for 2,000 goddamn yards.
I was just about to say that.
To do in this day and age with how much they pass.
You're right, and how fast everybody is, how much how bigger everybody is more discipline and all that. You're running for 2,000 yards. That should be automatic.
And then the last time we saw that, I was graduating high school.
With AP.
Yeah. Either that or it's my first year out of high school. One of those.
Either way, almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. And to that point, I mean, me and Ashim kind of debated that too, and I brought this up, because the Brandon Marshall was talking about this, first thing first. Brandon Marshall was saying the same thing that Justin and kind of what we all saying, that the MVP award is so QB centric. Derrick Henry should definitely be in the conversation because you take Derrick Henry off that team, they maybe get 3 to 4 wins.
Shit.
Yeah, they ain't nothing.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that man and Kobe couldn't make it today, but I mean his cousin, if Kobe was on here, I mean we definitely, probably you already know what Kobe be saying,
Oh
so,
yeah, that nigga.
Yeah,
actually, I was with Kobe last night. We went to a bar.
Yeah. So pretty much, we'll see what we have. Sorry, Justin, what are you saying?
I forgot now. But yeah, definitely, I feel like Derrick Henry. Me personally, if I had to pick MVP, I would probably pick Derrick Henry.
Yeah, personally, and it's just the sheer difficulties. Like it's way harder running the ball 300, 400 when teams know you're going to run it, and then pass, versus being a quarterback where you're in a league where you're actually protected, Like I'm not saying I'm not saying like being quarterback's easier now. It's just it's way too, the media loves quarterbacks so much that they put that position above the other 10 or 11 on the field. So it's crazy. When it's supposed to be the ultimate team sport.
Yeah, no, that's too true. And I feel bad if you like a breakout player at a certain position and you kind of just don't get no kind of consideration at all. Like
unless you win it.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a winning team.
Yeah, man. I don't like that because I feel like, well, I don't want to say he could have been MVP. CMC, Christian McCaffrey last year, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
exactly.
Oh, he went 1,000, 4,000. We ain't seen that since what, like 03 or something like that?
Yeah, 03. I was like Marshall Faulk was the last. Because it's like, he had 1,300 yards and 1,000 receiving yards or something like that. And then I don't even think he was even in the top 5 in the ballots of MVP because they were like 5 and 11 or something like that. And I was like, God damn! That put so much strain on his body. He only played 2 games this year. 2 games.
You can't really, And you can't really quantify that obviously because with Christian McCaffrey, we see him what C-Mac means to that team. And it's kind of the way that they design their offense. Justin, we know Monty, right? So I mean, C-Mac is obviously his guy. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm a fan too.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, I mean, for me too. I mean, I'm a big C-Mac fan, but I think ultimately, just kind of understanding that without C-Mac, they don't even get 5 wins, right? They get maybe a win, right? You take them up, they might be 0-16, you know what I mean? So, Hasheem, Hasheem, you play position, so you know what I'm talking about. Like running backs and obviously, receivers or whatever, a skilled position players, kind of to Pablo's point, the league needs to kind of start giving, skilled position players a little bit more credit, when it comes to these awards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, especially in the world, we can't just say it's the ultimate team game and then you just say quarterback only matters. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
especially when they got so many rules to protect them too.
Yeah.
Like you need to post that. You need to start putting that under. You need to start putting that under like Bleacher Report and shit like that.
For real though, because it's facts. It's just like because they'll be the first people in the media will be the first to say the ultimate team sport and talk about you're disruptive to the team, this and that, but then they'll be like, there's the quarterback, win or lose. Like we say we're gonna give you hella credit or we're gonna give you all the blame. And it's like you can't put that on one person all the time. That's why, for the most part, I'm not gonna judge players on rings in football. That's dumb. Like it is just more about, are you there? Are you available when your team needs you? Do you ball out when you need to ball out? Like winning rings is a team achievement. Winning the MVPs, winning different awards. Leading the league. This category, that category, that's you. But, it's just, I don't know. People just need to think about sports differently again, instead of just, stats and rings.
I try to respect people who say certain things, like they say who's the GOAT of whichever position. I try to respect people's opinions sometimes.
I will say though, just for the record, I will say Tom Brady is the GOAT quarterback. So I'm not saying that he ain't shit.
I'm a Peyton Manning fan. I'm sorry.
I feel like Pat Mahomes is gonna take over all of that.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I agree with that.
He's fucking crazy. He's fucking crazy.
Nah, man, that
Yeah,
boy.
This
Boy.
nigga is crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, see, the reason why I say I respect people's opinions is because there's so much that can go into
Absolutely.
what you consider a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like he said Tom Brady is his GOAT. I assume Pablo meant Peyton is his. Pat Mahomes gonna be mine.
I was saying, yeah, and I feel you about Peyton Manning though, because
yeah, and it's
I
like
was gonna go for the longest, but
and what I'm saying is, you know, it's like, okay, the quarterback, how he's designed, but you know, you can go off talent level too, because you know they say Aaron Rodgers before Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, he has the best talent at the quarterback position ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like if you want to say that consider him a GOAT, or you know, some people who say Tom Brady because you know 6 rings and you know what I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's fact. So I mean, and then pretty much Aaron kind of with the to summarize the Packers Rams games. A-Rod finished 23 of 36 for 296 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, that boy ate too. Like Hashim, you predicted it. It was let's see, 14 carries, 99 yards, 7.1 yards per carry, and the touchdown. Oh golly, these boys eating, bro. Like goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
I fucks with Jones. I ain't gonna lie. And it's crazy. I didn't even realize Jones was that good until like kind of early in the season. I got a Madden franchise.
Yeah.
And the Packers are my team. And I was running the ball and I was like, bro. I was in a party chat and I was like, bro, who the fuck is Aaron Jones, bro? And my homeboy was like, oh yeah, he from UTEP. He hard as hell. Yeah, I fucks with bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. Next game, the Ravens versus the Bills. Lamar Jackson. Action Jackson, L Jack, boy, he new era 8, 14 24, 162 yards and a pick. He had 9 carries for 34 yards and 3.8 yards per carry. Greg Edwards, the lead rushers on the Ravens, both lead rushers had 42 yards combined with 4.2 yards per carry. Hollywood Brown had 4 receptions for 87 yards. You know, Josh Allen had 23-37. He was 23-37 for 26 yards and a touchdown. Singletary, the rusher, was 7 carries for 25 yards, 3.6 yards per carry. Stephon Diggs had 8 receptions for 106 yards, 13.2 yards per reception and a touchdown. Diggs is a fucking dog, man. I mean, I'm not sure what else I need to say about this. You know, that boy's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Diggs, yeah. So go ahead.
I said, no, he's the man. I know. So I was saying that the Ravens were going to win because they were going to control the ground. You know, like
I said the Bills was gonna win. I had the Bills winning this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
I actually got the Super Bowl to be the Packers and the Bills, and I think the Packers will pull it out.
I got Chiefs.
Remember,
I got Chiefs in the pack. Chiefs in the pack. But after that, you know, Patrick Mahomes getting knocked out, basically. You know, we'll see. Because I
got the Bills after what they did last year. I kind of, and then they kept it going this year, especially after picking up Diggs. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Bills and the Packers.
Man, let me tell y'all something, bro. This shit so damn WWE, bro. Y'all know damn well the Bills ain't winning this shit, dog. Chiefs and the Buccaneers are about to be in the Super Bowl. Trust me, dog. They want to see Tom Brady go to a Super Bowl without Bill. Pat Mahomes is gonna be the new face.
Aaron Rodgers has to go. Like,
you.
Regardless of whatever narrative people think, Aaron Rodgers has to go.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I'm just saying this is
that would be as fuck. But if that's the case, then Pat.
Cut out at the end.
You don't think the Chiefs gonna beat the Bills?
Oh no, Chiefs are beating the Bills.
What beating it? I don't want to say beat the shit, but what?
Beat them. Bills gonna win, right?
I'm gonna tell you why the Bills aren't gonna win. I'm telling you, Diggs is not gonna have a good game. I'm telling you right now. No, I'm telling you right now. Diggs is not gonna have.
Talking about the boy.
Diggs is not gonna have a good game, bro.
I don't know, man.
Why?
I mean, I think it's just gonna be high scoring.
Because because the Bills already don't have that good of a run game already anyway.
Yeah, they have no run game.
They don't have Devin Singletary. He's sorry to the motherfucker.
Say that shit.
He's just small. He's just small.
And then Zach Moss, I don't know. Like one game, it was one game this year. I was like, okay, now he about to take Singletary spot. Then the next game, he didn't do jack shit. And I'm like, God damn. Neither of them did shit.
He's a rookie, man.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Like, that's football.
But oh God, that's what it's football. You know how to run through the hole.
For real. For real.
But yeah, man, I was just shocked at how bad the Ravens looked. Like,
I didn't really get to watch a lot of that game.
Like, I'd have to say, like, Lamar Jackson, those times where it's like he got so frazzled and bobbing and shit. So the way he was throwing, you're like, damn, calm down. It's all right. Like, set your feet, let go of the ball, make it come out accurate. It didn't, so he was getting rushed. He was getting uncomfortable all game. And then the defense kept making those mistakes. Like you said, like, it just seems like in the playoffs, people just, it's either they forget how to play football for a half or the whole game. And I think that's what happened to the Ravens in the first half, where it's like, God,
I'm telling you, like, man, bro, what the fuck? Last week, you could catch a ball.
Like, you're talking about three missed field goals. And then you got like over the head snaps, which caused Lamar Jackson to get a concussion the second time, and the first time he got to throw it away. So he's just like, God damn, Ravens, So that was a team that imploded on TV.
Very true.
But you kind of saw that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the stats are one thing, but you just watch the game and kind of, to your point, Hashim, it's just like the mistakes, the overhead snaps, the timing not being right with the center and the QB. Lamar just looking uncomfortable. He looked uncomfortable the entire game, because the Bills are they're rushing 4 every time.
Yeah.
And I noticed this obviously last year when the Ravens got knocked out, to Tennessee. Like, and I actually, Justin, Monty, I was actually debating this with him because, Greg Roman used to be offensive coordinator over in San Francisco, and Lamar Jackson, as great of a quarterback, a great season he had last year, I knew Greg Roman's style of offense. It's not innovative enough to help you win the game. That's just pretty much it. It may help you get to that point to win the game, but you won't win the game using Greg Roman's scheme, and because Steve Smith was on record to say that too last year, after the playoffs when the Ravens got knocked out. And so kind of the point is with Lamar Jackson and obviously the schemes that they have, when he's getting rushed, Greg Roman doesn't use the bootleg as much as he should. Because when Lamar Jackson goes to his right, he's unstoppable. Like, if you let him go to his right, there's, that boy's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's too fast. You can't stop him. Kind of like we talked about last week, Jim. Like, when the defender sees Lamar there, if you see him there, you're already too late. And that's pretty much it. So pretty much, if Greg Roman knew how to kind of knew how to adjust, which he's horrible at, I think the Ravens would have had a better chance. But obviously, Greg Roman is pretty, limited in what he can do.
They need to balance that offense. They need to get a number one receiver because Mark Andrews is good. Hollywood Brown is good. It's just like once you get past Mark Andrews, it's like, can you trust Hollywood Brown to be a number one guy? No. Do you trust Willie Snead? Hell no. Like,
Willie. Name's Willie.
The fact that they, buried Des Bryant on a depth chart, like,
that really pissed me the hell off.
You said, huh?
I said that really pissed me the hell off.
The way they did Dez, right?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. He better than everybody on this. Every receiver on his team, he's better than them, bro. Like, stop playing, bro.
Yeah, right, true. Exactly. Like, you're not gonna sit here and tell me in a coach's meeting, oh, hey, Willie Snead is gonna be starting over Des Bryant this week. No, or what's that? Miles Boykin. Hey, you're in the 4 receiver set. Des, you're out.
Yeah, bro. Like, even 3 receiver set. We're gonna go with Mark, Hollywood, Boykin, and I don't know, Snead or Des Bryant. Snead. We'll take Snead. Man, right. Fucking around, dog.
Shit.
Big facts, G.
But they definitely need like a number one person going in there. So then, like, let's just say Mark Andrews doesn't work or Hollywood Brown's not open deep. They're just somebody who's dependable across the middle, doing like the route tree and all that. So that's what the Ravens need to work on, if you ask me. But everything else is perfect place.
Hey, but side note, my phone on 1%. I'm about to get ready to head to the house, so I'm about to have to get on up out of here, fellas.
No, you good. All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, I'll let y'all.
All right, boy.
You good. All right, so now the next game is the Chiefs and the Browns, and kind of Hashim, what we were talking about just now, right? Obviously, Baker Mayfield had 23 for 37, 204 yards, a touchdown, a pick. Nick Chubb had 13 carries for 69 yards, 5.3 yards per carry. Higgins had 5 receptions for 88 yards, 17.6 yards per reception. Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 30, so 70% completion, 255 yards and a touchdown. Chad Henne came in, he was 6 of 8 for 66 yards and a pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Williams, obviously, Darrell Williams, was leading rusher. I believe, what was it, 78 yards? Let me look it up. Yeah, Darrell Williams had 13 carries, 78 yards, 6 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Mahomes had the rushing TD, and then Tyreek Hill, 110 yards, 13.8 yards per reception, and Travis Kelce, 109 yards, 13.6 yards per reception and touchdown. So, I know Justin's a big Tyreek Hill fan. My coach, Coach Dub, actually works with Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams.
For real?
Yeah, for real. And so basically, kind of like Coach Dub works with Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill. You can go follow him on IG, Coach_Dub. You'll see the videos. So I'm one person separated from both elite receivers, right? I mean, like you said, we're gonna get into this, right? But essentially, kind of the thing that I noticed was that with the Chiefs, they're like Tashim, we talking about balance about offense. The Chiefs have the most balanced offense in the playoffs. I mean,
absolutely,
they can beat you in too many different ways.
Well, not the most, because I'll say the Chiefs and the Packers are pretty balanced, because the Packers can run the ball too, for sure.
They can run the ball, but I don't think they have the receiving threats like a Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Because take away Adams, then they're gonna struggle.
Right. You take away Adams.
Right. You're right. So in that case, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, go Justin.
Oh no, I had said it already, because I remember last year I had Tyreek in fantasy, and it was I didn't know if he was gonna play, nothing, but Tyreek not being in, and I was looking at the Chiefs offense. I'm like, these motherfuckers here is still, you know what I'm saying, even without Tyreek. And then when you put Tyreek in, he makes them even more better. So I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, no, he's a real elite receiver. He's not just a speed guy.
Trying to act like he's not an elite receiver, but I'd be like, bro, y'all are out of y'all's minds, bro.
Yeah, he is an elite receiver.
He's an elite player in this league. He is a top 5 player in the league, not just receiver, player. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do.
I'm all thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, I get your point, because he can.
No, not necessarily like to you. I'm just saying, like, because now me and this one guy, we argue about Tyreek Hill being elite, and he doesn't think he's elite.
He's elite.
What?
You could put him in the. You could put him in the back. He could play run. He could start at running back if he actually wanted to.
100%. G, a buck. Yeah, go ahead.
And he's everything that we thought Percy Harvin was going to be.
Oh yeah.
Wait, don't do that, because I like Percy. No, he's everything. No. Percy Harvin, bro. He was that guy.
So it's Tyreek Hill.
No, wait. Because you can't say that. Don't say that, because Percy Harvin, he panned out. You just got to remember, he
did pan out, but I'm just saying,
hold on, let me say this. You got to remember, he played on the same team as AD. You remember, offenses weren't what they are today now.
That's true.
Remember that. Got to remember that. Tyreek Hill is what they thought DeAnthony Thomas was going to be.
All right, that's more fair.
That's who that, because remember, the Chiefs had him too. That's why I get so mad when people be like, oh, Tyreek Hill only fast. Okay, well, why didn't it work for DeAnthony Thomas? Because he's the exact same guy.
It's true.
Literally the same thing. He was a running back receiver, took kick returns, punt returns back in college. Then they took Tyreek Hill, and he stepped into the role that was supposed to be for DeAnthony Thomas. So I'm like, no, stop saying it. It's just he's just fast.
100%.
Okay, you're right. It's not just everything we wanted Percy Harvin to be, but it's everything we wanted DeAnthony Thomas. Because Percy Harvin was, he was a force in the league, and he did his thing. So
and he had Christian Ponder as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, one thing to notice, and actually, Justin, that's a good point you just brought up. The reason why I was on Tyreek Hill, even before I found out Coach Dub was working with him, I actually got to see the Chiefs before Patrick Mahomes started in 2017 when they came in to play the Raiders when the Raiders were still here. Tyreek Hill burned whoever the safety was on the Raiders. I mean, he probably retired after that game. Tyreek Hill, that boy just literally went boom. Yeah, I basically in 2017 before Patrick Mahomes became starter for the Chiefs, I saw the Chiefs when they came in to play the Raiders in 2017 when they played, back when the Raiders were still here in Oakland, right? And basically kind of to that point, obviously Alex Smith was quarterback, and kind of, to your point about kind of the quarterback, right? Whoever the safety was on the Raiders probably retired after the game.
Oh yeah.
Because Tyreek Hill, that boy just went straight up the field, up the gut. He beat the single high safety, and then he just literally mossed motherfucker. He jumped over dude for a jump ball. Tyreek Hill ain't that tall, but motherfucker he jumped over dude.
He's explosive.
Like, bro, what's wrong with you people? They be like, he can't get jump balls. I'm like, bro, he jumped over Justin Reed his first game back as
offensive. Oh yeah. That game. That was when I was like, damn, he's explosive as hell. Like that's an explosive ass receiver.
Like, bro, this dude like 5'9",
5'10", jump, literally jumping over people.
Stop playing.
But yeah, he's definitely an elite player in this league. Not just an elite receiver. He's like top 5, top 10 people you need to watch out for on the field at all times.
And have the game plan for him. Dude put up 200 yards in a quarter.
269. Say that shit, Justin.
No, that's the full game. He had 203 in 15 minutes. You think about that. 203 yards in 15 minutes.
Most people will kill to have a half having 203 yards.
But I ain't gonna lie, I've never said it like that. And now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, you got 203 yards in less than 15 minutes, really.
Right.
That's numbers don't lie, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, to Tyreek Hill's credit, obviously, like, to my point of the quarterback, he was still dominating with Alex Smith. He was still dominating with bad quarterbacks. And that's a true testament of greatness.
Pat Mahomes went out that one year for like 3 games, still going off with Matt Moore. Just the other night, Pat Mahomes went down. He made the biggest play of the night.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, bro, what are y'all saying? Like, y'all got to stop this. Some people, like I said, I have a friend who thinks Tyreek Hill is just not elite. I don't know why. I be like, bro, you got to stop playing me. I don't know, bro. Some people just, I don't know. Some people hard to please.
You're right. Can't please everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, kind of like stats are one thing, but also kind of like, Hashim, to your point, obviously Randy Moss and Jerry Rice, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, it's an eye test, bro. I mean, like that's what I'm trying to say. I literally saw Tyreek Hill do that to a safety, and then the next play he scores a touchdown. It's halftime. They switch sides. They open the second half. Tyreek Hill just goes and runs the same route, and then he gets a touchdown. And dude's getting burned every single time because number 10 is just. I mean, the boy would smell like burnt toast all night, bro. I mean, that motherfucker probably retired. The corner and the safety probably both retired after that game. Even though the Raiders won, they probably both retired.
David Emerson was the corner over there, and then he ended up with the Chiefs, and then they ended up releasing him.
Yeah, David Emerson. Yeah, that's what it was. that's that boy. I remember now. I was like, come on now, bro. Like, I mean, you can't even body this man at the line. Because Tyreek Hill can get.
No, you don't want to do that to somebody that's fast.
Yeah, I know not someone who's just fast, but also someone who has a low center of gravity. Because Tyreek Hill, like we said, he's only 5'8", 5'9". But his center of gravity gets so low that if he gets his shoulder lowered, if he lowers his shoulder against you, he has leverage. Right. He's gonna have leverage. He's gonna win. He's gonna win every time. Because he can explode off the line like that, and then he'll just be able to hit you, and you won't be able to do shit. So.
Yeah, bro. He like anybody. Like people who are really like good at what they do. I just call them crazy because like the way he scores, the way he does shit. I'm like, bro, he's crazy. Pat Mahomes, crazy. If we go to basketball, Steph Curry, crazy. Like, bro.
LeBron James.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
KD.
Crazy. He crazy. Bro, he crazy.
It's Harden crazy.
It's
like this man is 250 pounds putting up 40 a night. Like he could just do it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Actually, no, and before let's get to the last game. Then Justin, I'm gonna talk to you about the Harden trade. Because you're from Houston. So the last game is the fucking, what was it? The
New
Buccaneers Saints.
Orleans.
New Orleans. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we were both wrong. You know, I thought.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we were wrong on that one, but I don't regret it. You know, it was one of those things where you're like, I've seen the Buccaneers struggle against good teams, and I don't know. It was like y'all got to show me before I believe in you.
Man, Drew Brees don't get that field goal tour. He ain't Peyton. He ain't Peyton.
Hey, they would have won if they put Jameis Winston in for the whole time.
I don't know. I don't want to say they would have won. But
No,
I definitely,
they would put up
feel
more than
like
20
they would have been in better position to win.
Yeah,
because somebody said Jameis Winston the best quarterback at the Dome right now.
Nah, he ain't better than Brady. But
no, well, I'm talking about current state.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not like overall, you know what I mean? But like current state.
Hey, there's no lies being told.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, he effortless, just the effortlessness of throwing that football 56 yards and then going back to Breeze the next drive, seeing what
was just dink and dunking the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like,
and I think that was just the main thing that did them in. Because once I didn't feel good about my pick when I saw the injury report that Taysom Hill was going to be out. You know,
right.
cause I gave him that edge because of Taysom Hill. You know, and I was like, oh, okay, hey, you know, he's gonna throw some deep balls. He's gonna do some Taysom Hill things. Oh shit, excuse me. And he's like, but it turned out, you know, I think he tweaked his knee, and then so I was like, okay, cool, they're gonna feed Alvin Kamara, but they didn't. You know, they kept trying to throw jump balls with Michael Thomas, who was erased.
Nowhere to be found.
Like I think the last time they saw him in the offense, you know, he was on a milk carton, you know.
ABB boy. ABB boy.
This man was right. Have you seen me?
He might as well have stayed on the injury report. He was hurt all year.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that's a $20 million, $20 million a year type of guy that was just erased. Like just nothing. And I don't know. It's just like, God damn. At this point, you know, now when you're like New Orleans, you got to think, well, clearly Drew's gone. You know, we're not going to do that again. What do we do with Michael Thomas? What do we do with, because clearly something's going on between him and the organization because they don't game plan with him or for him anymore, in case you guys haven't noticed. So,
well, yeah, because Alvin Kamara is such a threat catching and running.
Yeah.
So we don't have to really game plan. Because remember, I think last year Kamara was hurt.
Yeah, he was.
So they had to lean on Michael Thomas.
I mean, but even before, he was still getting his 100 catches a year type thing. And then I think ever since he fought one of his teammates, I think it was Michael Jenkins.
It was CJ. It's CJG.
The shit.
Dude that gets every Browns player kicked out of the game.
Right. But you know what I mean? Like I get it, like teammates fight each other all the time. Yeah, it's no secret. But I think the way he went about it, and then he was just talking shit to the front office, and then they suspended him. I think that was when they said, okay, we're just gonna get playing this man out. Like he's gone. But we'll see. I don't think the league is stay there though.
The league is starting to change though, bro, because I remember I think Randy Moss just said, you know, with the Deshaun Watson situation, you like the whatchamacallit, it's not gonna be a shut up and play league anymore.
Which I love about
I like
that transition.
And you wanna know what was gonna irritate me though? Is because
the old school people saying like they should
no. Hold on, wait. Well, that too. But it's gonna irritate me because when Antonio Brown went through this whole debacle, right?
Yeah.
Now everybody gonna get praised for doing everything that he was talking about. I don't know if y'all watched the LeBron's show. He was on there.
The barbershop.
The shop.
Yeah,
Yep, the shop.
And then everything that he's talking about, all these players are about to start doing.
Yeah.
he did the interview with that one lady. They were asking him like, "What's going on?" He talking. Every single player is about to start. I like, what I'm saying, like, hey man.
I like it though, because it's like you don't want to. It's like, yeah, this organization is taking care of me and whoop de whoop, but I'm trying to win. At the end of the day, it's all about putting yourself in the best position to win. If you're setting me up to fail despite the money, fuck the money. I want to win. Deshaun Watson, over the his whole career there, shit. He's had the worst offensive lines the first 2 years, getting sacked 50, 60 times a season. Yeah, he had DeAndre Hopkins, but they made the playoffs, getting bumped out. Made the playoffs, won, then gets bumped out. Then all because of a head coach / GM who has an ego, wanted to say, because me and DeAndre Hopkins didn't get along like that, I want to ship him out. And then, now reports are coming that the top, the owner and, some weirdo guy, they're all in this like weird little cult-like setting for religious shit. I don't know. That's not an environment I would want, to be in for the next 5 years. This is more like y'all get these expatriate office people that clearly don't work out, to draft our players, and we're going to be in the same result. Like, we need fresh ideas, this and that. And then, and the fact that the owner, one of the McNairs, decided not to include Deshaun the first time. Now that he's pissed, that they're trying to mend that fence, but it's like, I think the damage already done. So,
yeah, man. What the hell? I just saw Ravens waived Robert Griffin III.
Oh,
well, I mean, he's hurt all the time, so I mean, it sucks. It sucks for him, but I mean, hopefully he finds another opportunity. At least it'd be good to see him start one day again. But like I said, I think he just gets hurt.
Nah, it's over for him. I think he about to get 32.
No. When I say start, I'm not saying like give the keys to Robert Griffin III. Just he's a backup, and then he plays like 1 or 2 games, and you're like,
where the starter get hurt. So now you're saying a starter got to get hurt. Oh man, you not
playing. Facts, G. I mean, golly, RG3 got waived, and no one gives a fuck. All right, another news.
Basically.
No, I mean, kind of let me read the stats from the Saints and the Buccaneers game. Then we'll preview this week, coming this weekend, and what we're expecting to see in the championship games. So cool. Drew Brees had 19 of 34, 134 yards, 1 pick, one TD and 3 picks. Jameis Winston, Justice Point, 1 of 1, 56 yards and a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, again, Justice Point, 18 carries, 85 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. Smith had 3 receptions, 85 yards, 28.3 yards per reception, 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, 3 receptions, 20 yards, and 6.7 yards per reception.
Oh yeah, they were on his ass.
Yeah, the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, 18 33, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, garbage. Leonard Fournette, 17 63, 3.7 yards per carry. That's trash. Seabright, 4 key receptions, 50, 12. How the fuck did the Buccaneers win this game, bro? I mean, like, this shit was
turnovers.
Turnovers. The defense. So there we go. So Devin White had
Devin White had them picks, bro.
Yeah. Like it was a team win. It wasn't that Tampa Bay walked in there and just said like, we're gonna outshoot you guys. If Drew Brees didn't have a noodle arm, I clearly would have been different. If Taysom Hill's playing, it would have been different. I generally believe that. But turning over the ball 4 times, like, you realize Tampa Bay was in scoring range like 3 of those times, right? In the red zone, and they were able to convert. That's the key. They took advantage of the opportunities that were given to them.
Exactly.
Unlike some of the other teams that lost previous weeks, where they would have the opportunities, and it's like, oh shit, hey, they can win, and they don't take advantage of it. So I'll say it's solely because of turnovers and converting those turnovers into points.
Yeah. See, the question is, can Tampa Bay do that? Now we can talk about next week. Obviously, or this weekend. Obviously, what are we expecting to see? Against the NFC Championship game will be Tampa Bay versus Green Bay, and I believe
At Green Bay, right?
Yeah, at Green Bay. And let me look at the game. The game is going to be at Sunday. That's going to be the Sunday game at 12:05 p.m.
Woo!
And then basically I think the night game, right? The Chiefs night game. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be the night game at afternoon game at 3:40 p.m. Against the Bills.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Doc. So what are you expecting? What y'all expecting to see, and who you got winning? From both championship games, NFC and AFC.
I got Chiefs and Bucks.
I'm going Green Bay, and I almost never go Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm going Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay this time. I mean, not even from a narrative point. It's just I think, like, remember when we were talking about Green Bay in the MVP race, and then we're talking about Aaron Rodgers and how he lost to the Buccaneers, and I was like, it's a little ugly for me. Like every time I think of 38-10, I'm like,
they got their ass beat.
Yeah, they did. But like what Asif was saying, during like that time we were talking about it, he was like, they were a different team. Like, they're not the same team as the team that got their ass whipped. And
also can say that about the Bucks though.
I mean, same thing about
they didn't have Antonio Brown either.
Exactly.
81, baby.
But it's just like, but it's just it's just the fact that I think Aaron Rodgers at this point he's listening to people where it's like you could be considered a GOAT, but anyone could win one Super Bowl or go to one Super Bowl appearance.
Right.
All-time greats go to multiple. And he hasn't done that yet. And I think this would be like the Super Bowl we always wanted to see, Green Bay versus New England. Now we get to see the conference championship game, Green Bay and Tampa with Tom and versus, Aaron Rodgers. I think Matt LaFleur actually has a plan that, that's going to highlight the entire team, because he loves the running the ball, he loves the play action, he loves to bomb that shit deep. And I don't think that Tampa Bay's corners are going to be able to hold Devontae Adams or Lazard and Scantling. Like, hey, they could. I mean, they'll get open, they'll do their thing. But I think this will be a game where Devontae Adams is going to eat like we expect him to. So,
yeah.
And Aaron Jones is going to be another key factor.
Facts. And obviously, if we look at the line opened up at 52 under, and Green Bay opened up as 3.5 point favorites against the spread. Buffalo, Kansas City, the Bills opened up. Actually, no, the Chiefs opened up as 3-point favorites. Actually, the line opened up with the Bills actually opened up at 4.5 point favorites. Just come back in, and then basically, the Bills open up at 4.5 point favorites, and the over under is 50. The under is at 56. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So both games with Tampa Bay and Green Bay and Buffalo, Kansas City, they're the Vegas is predicting both games to be up in the 50s.
Sorry about that, fellas. I don't know what happened.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, I was reading the line spread. So kind of once again, just since you just rejoined, basically, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, the line opened up at 52 under, right? And then Green Bay opened up as 3.5 point favorites. Buffalo, Kansas City, Buffalo actually opened up as 4.5 point favorites, but the under is 56. And then most recently, the Kansas City is across all boards now at favored by 3. So that's pretty much kind of the spread from Vegas for both games. So do I agree that it's going to be high scoring? It can be, right? Yeah, but the issue I see with I think Tampa Bay's defense is phenomenal.
Oh, we're talking about Tampa Bay and Green Bay?
Yeah, yeah. Talking Tampa Bay. Actually, let's talk about the Bills Chiefs, because we already So the Bills Chiefs, I mean, I think it will be high scoring, because
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Justin. No. Okay, what, Justin? No.
It's gonna be close, like how Browns and Chiefs were.
Okay.
Think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be like 24-16 type game. It's gonna show some signs of struggle, then some signs of score. It's not gonna be like no 42-30 30.
High scoring to me is 31-28.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably like, if that's high scoring, then it'll probably be, that right there. It'll probably be it. But I don't even think it's gonna get that high. I think, like I said, I think it might be like I think it might be like 28-24 or something.
Right. I can see that.
Right. I mean, the Bills. I think Pablo picked the Bills. I mean, I'm a little hesitant to pick the Bills. I like.
You can't. It's the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't go against the Chiefs like that.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, like, this team returned 20 of 22 starters from the Super Bowl year, and I'm obviously a Niners fan, so I fucking hate the Chiefs. But at the same time, I respect what they've been able to accomplish. Because, like I said, my college coach, Coach Dub, working with Tyreek Hill, I just respect the hell out of Tyreek Hill because he just goes and works out with kids like all over, and then he basically, like, Tyreek Hill is in my opinion one of the realest dudes like in the NFL, because if you watch him and you see the work he puts in and you see how open he is to the community, he gives back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see do you watch Destroying?
Yeah, Destroying. Yeah.
You saw him with that? He did 7-on-7 with those high school kids?
Yeah.
That's actually playing though. Like,
yeah.
He actually out there get like, hey, I'm gonna run this deep route, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he out there actually playing 7-on-7.
You know what I'm saying?
Juking them and shit. I'm like, bro, if you sit your ass down, I'll put you in a box. Playing with them damn kids.
And burning them too.
Well, he juked the shit out of kid. He kid fed.
So crushing that shit early.
I said, you having too much fun.
Yeah, because the issue is that Destroying went up against AB, and then AB kind of toasted him both times.
Yeah, and then they had like some legal stuff going on or something like that. And I don't know what that was about.
Yeah,
that was when AB was like really tripping.
Yeah, he was tweaking. Whole lot of money, got a whole lot. Come on, who wants to sing it? Someone's.
Oh yeah, that's his song, I think, right?
Yeah, sing it.
That hot shit.
The auto tune, bro. Oh my god.
I'm about to say he need to get his day job back because that ain't
it. Man, and so yeah, I mean, pretty much, I mean, the Bills Chiefs could probably be a low scoring game. I can see that too. And actually, to Justin's point, I think I could probably agree. Actually, to Hashim, also your point, I can see the Bills scoring 24 or something like that. I mean, or maybe 28 max. I'm not seeing them score. And because that's why Vegas put the line under 56, right? You're not gonna see like a game in the 30s. You're gonna see a game in the 20s, at highest. So,
yeah. His defense looked a lot better than I expected it to.
That's another issue, bro. I mean, and if you ask me about the Buccaneers defense, they looked really good, but the Green Bay defense looked just as good. I mean, they made some critical plays. Yeah,
that game, it's like you don't want to bet against Brady because it's Tom Brady,
right?
But then, because it's like the Buccaneers are peaking like we saw like Buffalo Bills earlier on, right?
Right.
They're just get on that roll, and they're just decimating teams, Right. And then after what I saw yesterday, I'm like, do I really want to pick the Tampa Bay Bucks? And then you go to Lambeau and you realize they're going to Lambeau. I don't know.
Yeah.
With an older quarterback with that snow, shit. You don't want to be on your back too much during that game. And that ball turns to like a rock hard. He turns into a rock.
Yeah.
So if you're not used to that, or playing in those type of environments, then you're going to struggle for at least a quarter. So
yeah,
but I'm still going. I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers.
Justin.
Man, I gotta go with the Bucks, man. Tom Brady, man. I'm telling you, man. They want to see Tom Brady versus Pat Mahomes in that championship. They gonna push the narrative that Tom Brady doesn't need Bill. His first time in the NFC, and he's already back in the Super Bowl. And then on top of it, the Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay. If y'all can't get at this WWE ass shit, man, come on, man.
You have points, but I'm telling you, it's just Aaron Rodgers has been to the NFC Championship so many times now, where it's like, bro, when you got to go over that hump? Because he can't. Because you're not gonna. He's too old. You know. I mean, he's not too old, but like he's. He's 36, 37. It's like, oh, now your turn's next year. No, like football's too small a window to just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make them win.
I tell you what, Ali, man, right after, man, I'm gonna have to get back on the show with him because I'm telling you, right after that, man, I'm telling you, gonna be like, hey, dude, yeah, all right. Me and one of my partners, we used to always have this theory, like way back when we were younger. We used to be like, man, this has to be rigged. Like, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes, of course it'll be hard to rig football, but sometimes we be like, man, bro, look at that. You ain't never seen a play that looks suspicious to you?
Of course. I know some of that shit happens, but I'm just saying, or you think about it, because it's like, it's not like it's the players fucking up, but it's more like, that call, you didn't have to call that call. Or it's like, oh, wait, phantom call.
Play though, because sometimes, like, I'll see a holding call, and like, you got to watch it in real time, not slow mo. And I'll be like, he ain't have to call that shit. He really got lucky calling that shit. Or you be like, how he even saw that shit?
Yeah. I'll agree with that. It's probably more on the officiating side versus, like just, people just fucking shit up just to have a narrative felt.
But yeah, I remember one of them old players, I cannot think of his name now. I remember he said, man, I'm telling you, I'm about to say the real. He was like, the NFL is rigged. They give us something we can sign. We got to sign. I don't know if that. I don't really believe that too much. But I remember some guy saying that. Man, I cannot remember what his name was. He was a running back. I can't remember. I cannot remember what his name was right now. Oh, he played for the Bears. It's coming to me. Man, I think he played for like the Rams too. I think his last name Cunningham or something like that.
Benny Cunningham?
I think so. I don't think he wasn't like just all good, but
right. It was solid. I remember Benny Cunningham.
Man, let me see. I'm gonna go look it real quick.
It's Benny Cunningham. It's Benny Cunningham, Justin.
Oh, you looked it up already?
Yeah, I already looked it up. Yeah, it's Benny Cunningham. I remember Benny Cunningham. So, yeah, I remember on the Rams.
Yeah. See, he had said something about it being like rigged or he was like scripted or something like that.
Yeah, NFL scripted. Yeah, that's what he said. His exact quote was, the NFL scripted, but they make us sign something so we don't go into detail. Tired of holding back. Who want the full story? So that's basically kind of, yeah.
What y'all think? I don't know. It's hard to really say sometimes because sometimes you'll see you like, yeah, but then sometimes you like, I can't, because it's football. Because it's football, you be like, there's no way.
Yeah, exactly.
In football all my life and shit, you be like, hell nah.
Right. I was saying, you ain't bleeding and sweating and risking injury for somebody else's narrative.
Like, I'm about to say, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to. Oh, you mean to tell me next play I gotta jump in the air and just fumble at the same time?
That sounds like CTE to me.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. Yeah. Brandon Cooks, that's his middle name.
Shit. Brandon CTE Cooks.
Stockton high product, by the way. He's local boy, but I mean, basically, I mean, if we actually, obviously I've had NFL players on here, Lofa Tupu and Lincoln Kennedy, but I don't think I'm gonna go as far as saying it's rigged. We have to sign a waiver, Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I will say though, Lofa, when I talked to Lofa about Super Bowl, when the Seahawks were fucked over by the officiating, I can see some truth into kind of the officials kind of swaying the game.
Oh, that Packers game?
No.
It was the first time Seattle went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, Super Bowl 40 against the Steelers in 2006.
Yeah. And then when Ben Roethlisberger, when he scored that one.
Yeah, he never scored. Oh my God.
It was something like that. It was like
because I was really young when that happened.
I was in high school.
Yeah. No,
I I think I was like fifth grade. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I wasn't really like watching the actual game. Like I probably watch a little of it, then I go outside and play at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't remember. Oh, what happened? Ben didn't score or something like that.
Ben didn't score. Go, Shim.
From what I remember, because now that you say it came back to me. I think it was a QB sneak, and it was like at the 1 yard line or 1 inch line or something like that. It's like he was down, but he stretched out after he was down, and then they called it a touchdown. And then there was I think there was another hit where a tight end caught it, and I don't think the normal rules were in then, but he gets the shit knocked out of him, and they called it a fumble. And then Steelers got the ball again, and then they had another chance to score. But I think it was I want to say the main one was the Big Ben QB sneak touchdown. I want to say.
I might have to look in.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to look that up because also one more thing you have to remember is that the refs called back 2 touchdown drives for Seattle. 2 touchdown drives. Yeah, and then basically the refs apologized after the game to Seattle. Lofa Tupu, shout out my boy if he listens to this, but basically, he talked about it. He's like the head ref came to one of their scrimmages, 3 years later, and basically apologized for the officiating, saying that they admitted that they fucked up, and essentially kind of it didn't matter.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Go, Justin.
No, I hate that. Like, what's the point of saying, "Oh, I fucked up"?
Yeah. Like after 3 years after the fact, just like they did to my Cowboys with Dez, he caught that fucking ball.
Yeah, he caught it.
Yeah, he caught it, and then they wanted to be like, no, it's not a catch because you're like, what? And then next thing you know, like, what? How many years later? Like, shit, 7 years later, they're like, oh no, it was a catch. Our bad,
bro. If you ever go look up. This has happened to this motherfucker like 3 times. This nigga Golden Tate. He has 3 fucking the Fail Mary.
Yeah.
He has one against the Bears, and I think he had I don't remember who the other one against, but this nigga here will have the ball, get it knocked out as soon as he gets this shit, and they be like, oh, it's a catch.
Oh,
I'm like, man,
yeah.
I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is a catch?
The Packers.
Okay, that's the one that he didn't even catch. Jennings, Jennings, he caught the shit with his fucking chest on the ball and everything.
Right.
Go Tate just got a hand in there like he playing defense, and he just wrapped his other hand around. It was like touchdown. What?
Wait, so okay. I have to see the end of the film Mary again because I know.
Yeah, no. Basically, what happens, Hashim, is that MD Jennings and Golden Tate are both going up for the ball. MD Jennings gets the ball first, but Golden Tate gets his hand in there, right? And basically, they both come down at the same time. The NFL rule basically says that when both players come down the ball at the same time, the defender and the receiver, and its possession, then the ball needs to be ruled an interception. However, the referee ruled it a touchdown. And basically, as a result of that, that's why they called it Fail Mary, because that was not a touchdown, it was a pick.
Gotcha. And okay, I remember. I'm looking at it right now.
Yep. So yeah, just on the money with that.
Pick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a pick.
That's a pick and a half.
You got a computer right there. Go to. Let me try to look too, so I could just Golden Tate. Man, if you just type in Golden Tate touchdown, it's gonna come Golden Tate TD or something. Bro, I'm telling you, it's like, bro, this happens to this nigga every time. Bears TD. I know one was against the Bears. I can't remember who the other one was against. Yeah, Golden Tate TD or interception. Fix the rule. This was 4 years ago. I wish I could send you the link.
Right.
But if you type in Golden Tate Bears TD and like scroll down a little bit, you'll see it. But I'm like, bro, how the hell is this a touchdown?
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, Fail Mary definitely was not a touchdown.
And it happens to this Golden Tate every time.
I will say, when it comes down to officiating, I do think that there may be a narrative with bad calls, but and then we fans we see it, and then we're like, wait, what the fuck was that? And then basically then they apologize. But I think kind of when we talk about narratives, there may be some element of that if we're going to give it some credibility. Not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist by any means, right? But I mean, I can see that. Obviously with the Seahawks Super Bowl, right? With the the Fail Mary, we do. I mean, there's other instances bro, Hashim, the Tuck rule. Remember that game? Lincoln Kennedy was part of that game. I asked him about it. He's like, you make a peace with it. But you know what? Actually, if you watch the documentary, he was aligned with Rich Gannon in the sense that the rule was kind of bogus because Brady didn't see the blitz coming. What's his face basically? I mean Eric, I think whatever his last name was. He basically he strip sacks Brady, or no, it was Woodson. Woodson strip sacks Brady, right? Yeah. And then basically because Tom's arm was going like this, then basically it's a forward pass.
Yeah.
And it's an incompletion. And then after Al Davis dies, then they basically remove the rule. Like, I mean, this shit, I mean, there's a lot of shady shit, with the NFL.
Yeah, I would say bias.
A lot of shiesty shit.
Shiesty shit. Yeah, what do you mean by bias, though?
No, I'm just saying just bias calls. That's all. Like
I agree.
Yeah, so it's just, it's like, some people, like Tom Brady, I think at this time wasn't Tom Brady yet. But, it's just more like, it all depends on who the refs like. They probably fuck with the Kraft or something like that, or Bill Belichick. Oh yeah, I know Bill. We can fuck with you guys this one time, shit like that. But I mean, like you said, yeah, I don't really dive deep into that. I just see the sport for what it is. If it's a fucked up call, it's a fucked up call. But that's basically the extent that I go with that. So,
yeah. And I think kind of to that point, I think, just understanding that bad calls are made. But, obviously, like, Tier said, I mean, if a game is called fucked up, then you have to ask the question if that specific game was there an agenda.
Right.
But, obviously, like, it's not like a full season unless, you see like a full season of fucked up games. But I don't think that's
right. Yeah. Like, because I mean, we could replay a whole bunch of stuff and just be like, what the hell happened here? But
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. So Justin, I gotta ask you what your thoughts on Houston getting kind of getting a ransom trade for James Harden.
All right, fellas.
James Harden really.
James
Harden won. Appreciate it. What's up? Sorry, Justin, what were you
saying? James Harden really just wanted a fresh start. He just really wanted to get out of Houston. He's been here. Had been there 8 going on 9 years, something like that, and he just wanted something else. People get older. Well, I want to say he's like in his early 30s. He says did all he can for the city, and I don't really have a problem. I'm like, man, hey, you've been here for a while, so go ahead and let him get a fresh start somewhere else. Let him try to get a ring somewhere else.
And then, but kind of obviously with the trade, I mean, Victor Oladipo is not the same player, but you guys got a lot of other supplemental trades and a lot of picks, which you can package to either make a move, to move up in the draft to kind of get, the kind of next franchise player, or basically kind of, just keep building, for the future, So kind of, talk to me about your kind of impressions of the trade, kind of what you got back in return for Harden.
Obviously Victor Oladipo is not a better replacement for Harden, but at this point right now they're gonna have to go in rebuild mode. They're gonna have to figure some stuff out, move other pieces, get new pieces to try to build into the next when they get a new premier team, like because now as right now they're not gonna be there right
now. Right.
Notice you said y'all too. I live here in Houston, but I'm not a Rockets fan though.
Oh, okay. Who's team?
Man, you got it on your head.
Hey, we out here, baby. Laker Nation, boy. L.A.
Yeah, definitely.
L.A., boy. Yeah, so, I mean, the Lakers, the Lakers, what I'm saying? Like, we do this shit. I mean, yeah, I mean, the Houston Rockets, we'll see what happens with that team. Same thing to me. The Warriors are up here, local team, but they're not my team. They're the hometown team, but they're not my team, right? But obviously, the Lakers, I mean, hey, man, I'm looking forward to this, to the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to the playoffs, bro. I mean, it's looking good.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait to see
I'm the Nets and the Lakers. They have to go. Both of them. They have to be there. Like we have to see it.
We have to see Nets and Lakers. Yeah.
We have to see it. Hopefully, I hope for health. Everybody stays healthy, especially KD, and I can't wait for Clay to come back because then that's gonna be something. I really hope he comes back and it is the same.
Right.
That's one thing. Everybody wants him to come back, but I want him to come back and be the same.
100%. No, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I'm pretty sure we'll have the advantage slightly, but it'll be like a 6-7 game series. Because of the fact that they can attack us in so many different ways, but we have the best defense in the league, in my opinion. Just like team defense, if we look at it from that vantage point.
And even though I'm really not a LeBron fan at all, but we got LeBron.
Yeah, we talking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, he's crazy. Like he's gonna go to the finals, like no matter what.
Right.
If LeBron is playing, he's going to the finals.
Facts.
That's one thing I can't take away from him. Like he's going to the finals. Big facts.
All right, cool. I think we covered everything, man. What do you kind of let the listeners know? Kind of where can they find out more about your if it's SoundCloud, Spotify, kind of drop.
Oh yeah, I'm on Apple Music. I'm on all streaming platforms. So whatever you stream your music on, I'm on it. Tidal. I don't know, the Google Play. I don't know all of the streams, but whatever you use, Justin J Malley, JUSTINJ .MALI. I'm everywhere. Wild Boy mixtape is out. Wild Boy 2, yes, Wild Boy 2. I might say Wild Boy 2 Reloaded or something like that. I'm not sure. But that's dropping soon. I'm not gonna put a date on it because I'm still working on it, but it's dropping soon, and just be on the lookout for that. I got some videos I want to drop soon. So Justin J Malley on all platforms. If anybody wants to follow me, that's on everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, all of that.
All that, baby. Hey, we know what we talk about here, man. Justin J Malley, man, starts the show, end the show, man. The show starter, the show stopper, like HBK.
Oh yeah. You know what? We gotta talk about wrestling like whenever we do another one, bro.
Oh yeah, I got you.
We gotta do that for sure.
Oh, I got you. No, I mean next episode when you come back on, I'll pop my belts on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean we can have a good discussion about that shit. So I'm 100%. Just man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate all our guest hosts today, co-hosts. It's Oscar Lee again, 81 Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook at the 81 Podcast. Follow us on Spotify or Anchor.fm, or obviously on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. We appreciate your support. Happy Martin Luther King Day, Justin, man. Great meeting you. Look forward to having you back on, baby.
For sure, bro. Be safe.
You too, baby. Take care.